I worked in the White House for 3 years. This is absolutely disgusting. The way the media is trying to smear this president, the way they would use cowardly, shady sources who don't have the guts to go on the record, and they don't, and they won't, because they know it's a flat-out lie.
This guy was there.
To try and use the military in this way, to try and hurt morale, to lie about the commander-in-chief, simply to gain back some semblance of political power, is absolutely sickening.
Let me ask you about the trip that clearly from the email from the aide from the Marine Corps, it was bad weather, they couldn't take the helicopter.
Right.
There are questions as to why the president did not take the 2.5 hours.
She just showed a document.
Do you know why not?
A couple of things.
It says the helicopter couldn't fly.
It's not the rain that's the issue. Helicopters can fly in rain. It's the fog. It's the cloud cover. Getting there could have happened. They talked about this. We discussed how this would actually look. But any extraction effort would have been impossible. So, for example, had there been, God forbid, a threat against this president or another head of state that was also in attendance, there would be no way to get the president to safety quickly. The driving portion was possible in some form or fashion, but it's not safe at all. In addition, we had not coordinated anything with the local officials in Paris. They did not have the assets on the ground necessary to provide the safety, security, and...
Exactly. They're probably trying to get him assassinated. Either way, he's going to lose. They're going to try to get him one way or another. Assassinate him or assassinate his character. That's what it comes down to.
Every single second, they're going to always do it, and this example is a perfect...
I don't believe a word of the mainstream media about this story. They're always lying.
If they had driven there. But let me ask you this. I mean, all of this about the president and the fact that...
There's always a contingency. The problem was it wasn't sufficient. They didn't feel strong enough that they could get the president to safety quickly, and that's what's important.
Right. Okay, good. Let's talk about what the president has done for the military and how different it is from when Obama and Biden were in power.
Absolutely. Biden went all over this country apologizing for America. I mean, we just saw a Democrat convention for 4 days in which they tried to tell the American people that America is inherently evil, that it's the cause of the world's problems. They cut funding for the United States military. Remember how bad the VA was? People dying on gurneys in the hallways? It was a train wreck. This president came in, rebuilt the military, trillions of dollars.
Exactly. He's the best guy for the job. He loves the military. That's what they hate. That's why they hate him.
He made sure that over at the VA they could have choice as well, so they didn't have to rely on the veterans.
Got these swampy figures coming out of the woodwork.
This president has done more for the military, and listen, I have been with him when he goes to Walter Reed and talks to these brave men and women who've lost limbs, who've lost eyes, who've had their heads cracked open by the enemy, and they thank them for a lot of things. He's been with them. He's cried with them. He respects and reveres what they do, and one thing they consistently say is that this president, one of the things that Biden did was they worked to hamstring the military in Afghanistan with all of these rules of engagement. The president expanded that. The deaths, the maimings went down overseas because now the men and women of the military can defend themselves. They couldn't with Joe Biden and his policies.
Exactly. It's a real deal, Holyfield. That's our president.
And earlier I sat down with Senator
That's why they got to come after him.
Violent riots and mobs that continue to